So let's go back and answer some of these questions. So the Necromancer King wants to destroy the status quo and topple the Court of Swords for now, right? That's their plan. The Embers of Imix want to serve their god, light fires, and illuminate darkness, right? The court government wants help from its allies, its supposed allies, in defeating the Necromancer King. The court army wants to destroy their enemy and free those who have been imprisoned, captured, swayed, made thrall to him. So similar goals between the court army and the court government, but different. And I think that if the court government got what they want, they would have control of the army. If the army got what they want, they might take over the court, right? It might become like an official like military junta or whatever. Imix doesn't want anything. Imix wants fire. Imix wants fire to burn. Oh, that's a great question, Hayes. I'm going to put the mountain dwarves, right? Because we talked about dwarves being like the sort of montagnard, like tribes that have always lived in the Court of Swords. Yeah. Okay, so the Loyalists want to continue serving the Fountain, eradicate the Mara, and eventually achieve Nirvana for all things in the universe. The 14 Divine Reform Society wants to go back to how it was before before humanocentrism. They want to rule the world as its divine emperors, etc. Right? They're like, I should just go down there and fucking tell these humans what to do because these idiots don't know what they're doing. Yeah, the Loyalists and the Reform Society both hate the Mara. The Mara are opposed to both of their existence. Yeah. The Mara want the Fountain drained and all the gods killed off, basically. Like they just want to topple heaven and do the thing. The Loyalists in the Divine Reform Society are pro-Fountain. The Fountain as like the source of power in the universe. The Mara are anti-Fountain. The 14 Divine Reform Society and the Loyalists have different opinions about what to do with the Fountain and how best to serve it. The Loyalists are like Catholics. The 14 Divine Reform Society are like Protestants. And the Mara are like a black metal band from Norway from the 90s. The Mountain Dwarves want, I don't know, like riches and prosperity. To have land and kingdoms of their own, which they do not have not for a long time because of humans, right? So there you go. No, I mean, they want like for me as a narrative tool. The Loyalists want to serve the Fountain because that's, I mean, you saying that a Buddhist doesn't want something is not true. Buddhists want enlightenment. They want peace, etc., right? Yeah, the Mountain Dwarves just want what they could have had if they weren't for the fucking humans and their dumbass courts, right? Because if you remember, if you're a dwarf, all humans look at you as being less because you have to be a dwarf first before you can become a human. Humans are better than dwarves in the same way that humans are better than a ton of things below them in the ladder of reincarnation, right? Like if you're a good loyal hound, you might get reincarnated as a dwarf, right? If you're a good dwarf, maybe you get reincarnated as a human if you're real good, right? So yeah, humans are better in the chain as you get right? So yeah, when the humans showed up, where are orcs? Pretty fucking far down the bottom, way below the dwarves. So yeah, cool. All right. So that's what they want. I think what Ramus wants, and this is what goals are for, and I adjust these every session. Do dwarves still believe in the wheel or heaven? It's all lip service. The dwarves basically are like, yes, the human gods are good and great. We send our children to your monasteries to learn their ways, right? The dwarves in the Court of Swords are basically like any indigenous population on Earth who had missionaries come and be like, hey, you know what's great? Christ. And they were like, yeah, no, he's fine. That guy seems cool. Okay, please don't genocide us. We love your Christ. So, you know, there's a degree of that where that goes on. Elves are outside of all this. Elves they're not the Farang, they're completely cosmologically different and have nothing to do with this universe. They are the unwanted visitors. They are the weirdo thing, and I don't care about them. They're not, they got their fucking ass handed to them the last time they tried to invade. They are going to be recovering for like a while. We might come back to them, but it'll be a significant amount of time before we visit them again. Yeah, cool. Okay, so I think right now Ramus wants not to be disintegrating, for one. He also wants to find the Embers of Imix and get their power, right? Get out from under the heel of heaven, get a new god. Life gave him some lemons, right? Yeah, not be disintegrating. Berg, I don't really know what Berg wants. Yeah, Ramus wants the taste of butter. Ramus wants to live deliciously, right? Berg wants to be a loyal friend, to I don't know, maybe he wants to not have everyone boss him around all the time. Like, be his own person. He's still, and this is what's so fucking, like, depressing about Berg, he's still a slave. He is a slave to just, he doesn't have the fucking manacles on, but he still has no agency, right? Like, he just can't get out from under other people's authority. People just keep telling him what to do, and he just keeps doing it. And he needs freedom. And yeah, what's ironic is that, yeah, he's the hammer of heaven now, and heaven is using him for like their own purposes. So I'm gonna make a note here, complicating this. No, I want the star. Stop it. Stop being a. Okay, fine. Be that way. Everything Berg sees, hears, says, and does is being monitored and recorded and obsessed over by his owners, his investors in the loyalist faction in heaven. He is an unwitting asset of heaven's will in the Court of Swords. A sort of long bomb, Hail Mary, maybe a hero will rise and fix this shit type of plan. Someone in heaven is like, I guess we're just gonna like, Berg will fix it. Yeah, it's fine. We got some irons in the fire. One of them is Berg. And so they are keeping an eye on him and hoping that he will just, you know, we've got this divine hero and we've got this dark flame, and let's just, I don't know, throw the hero at him and hopefully he'll just kill anything you put in Berg's path gets killed. So hopefully, without too much prodding, Berg will kill them for him. So what I want to do here is to illustrate this. and the influence of luck on Berg, right? Lots of little beneficial lucky breaks for Berg, right? Show that Berg is blessed. Maybe, yeah, we can work that into the thing, but I want Berg to be able to cheat, right? Like, Berg is gently being nudged along by Heaven, who use fate to make him do what they want. So, like, this is an example of, like, if I'm like, cool, so yeah, you get hit and it's a crit and you're gonna take lots of damage. I'll just be like, yeah, you know what? Never mind. Like, it's not a crit against you. You're fine. Just take regular damage. Like, oh yeah, you can have an extra death save. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Yeah. So, like, he was thwarted by, like, he thwarted the god of luck, who is like, do the thing, but Heaven itself is like, no, we need to take care of this boy. So he has kind of this, like, weird plot armor, and my ultimate goal is if the other players look at me and are like, what the fuck? Like, why? What the hell? Why does Berg get to cheat? And that's what I want. I want Zeke and JP and Dan to be like, what the hell? Like, why? That's not fair. And I want to be like, oh, sorry. Heaven loves Berg. Like, I'm not going to explain it. It's just, that's how it goes. Yeah. So Heaven is just, like, nudging Berg's life in a particular direction. Yeah, just, like, give him some random stuff. Just, like, spoil Berg, basically. My plan is to, yeah, just have things go Berg's way for no reason. I want Max to be like, what's happening? Why is this happening? And just to cheat on his behalf. Yeah, because that's how it works. I'm gonna be like, yeah, you know what? I think it's more fun if you just wake up. So cool. Pretend like you rolled a 20. Yeah. Yeah. Right. However, yes, exactly. All of this luck, the intention here is to drive him towards doing what Heaven wants, right? So I am going to cheat on behalf of Heaven to, like, nudge Berg towards doing what Heaven wants him to do. Yeah. This is how we use the mechanisms to create conflict in the story. No, there'll be no hints or motifs. It'll just be, like, a little secret between you and me and the rest of the internet. But, like, that's the plan, is just to give him gentle nudges towards things being better for him than everybody else. If everybody gets a gold, Berg gets a platinum, right? If something good has to happen to someone in the party, it will happen to Berg. Yeah. So that's the thing. And then I'll take it away if he doesn't do what Heaven wants. But yeah, I want to reward him. Cool. All right. So, I think, yeah, Berg wants to be a loyal friend and not everyone boss him around and be his own person, but Heaven is still fucking with him. This is just another way for me to fuck with Max, to be like, yeah, no, you are your own person. Totally. Everything's going great for you, but, like, you still don't have your own agency. Like, that's the thing. And no, I can't give him the lucky feat because that lets him decide. I don't want that. I want to randomly shower him with presents so that the other players hate me for doing that, right? I want them to be like, Jesus Christ, Adam, this isn't fair. Why does Max get all this good stuff? Right? That's what I want. Just lots and lots of little benefits to be like, yeah, you know what? Just, like, take a +1 on this roll because it's fine. That's fine. Go ahead. Right? Ultimately, what I'm doing is I'm making Heaven the, like, shitty cheating GM who likes Max the best of everyone in the group and is just deciding the rolls don't matter anymore for Max. I mean, they still will. Like, I'm not going to ruin the game for him, but I will occasionally just, like, yeah, give him some, like, free shit, make things like a little easier for him. Yeah, totally. Just give him more experience than everyone else. Like just like little tiny bits and pieces of these things to make it clear that heaven loves him the best. Won't that make them hate Berg? Won't it? Who knows? So that's the idea. That's my plan. So yeah. There you go. Yep. And that is very much the point. Yeah. Cool. Okay. Yeah, and I don't want it. Everybody who's suggesting like a feat I should give him or whatever. No, it has to be my control, only me. And it has to be, I give it when I feel like it. When I think Berg is doing a good job for heaven. When he is doing things that are what heaven wants him to do, which is to say, killing off or dealing with the Necromancer King, I will reward him for that by giving him cheat stuff. Like I'm going to cheat on his behalf because heaven controls things like fate. That's their whole jam. You do what heaven wants. Heaven likes you the best. And that's how it goes. So, okay. So I guess we got to figure out like how to start the game. I got to figure out how to like, I guess we'll talk about love letters. So I need a love letter for Berg. I need a love letter for Ramus. I need a love letter for JP's character. And I need a love letter for... And I got to write JP's after tomorrow because JP's got some final stuff. So I'll leave 2 of them. Zeke's character. Actually, I think I know JP's character's name. I'll talk about what the love letters are in a second. I just don't want to show you his character sheet because JP loves his secrets. Let me just take a look. His character's name is Maharib. Okay. So let's switch back here now that I can actually show it to you. So Maharib, and then I can also go up here and we can change it. So Maharib wants, and I will find that out later. Okay. So Berg. So a love letter is a thing in Apocalypse World where when you catch up with a character or things have changed or you've been away and you'll come back, you say to them, okay, so we're going to get you to roll. They're going to roll 2d6. 2d6. And when you roll, if you miss, you don't get any of the good stuff, maybe like a bad thing. Things have just not been great for you lately. On a 7 to 9, we're gonna roll 2d6 like plus something. On a 7 to 9, you have to pick from a list. Either you prevent bad things or you get good things or some combination of the two. And then lastly, if you get a 10 or better, you get a few good things and probably nothing bad happens to you. So you've seen these. They're basically, they take the form of a Dungeon World move. Let's write one for Ramus. So Ramus, dearest Ramus. And I'll read these at the beginning of like when the characters show up, right? Dearest Ramus, a man without a soul is barely a man at all, or so they say. And you have been without one, or without yours, for such a long time now. It's almost starting to feel normal. How have you been holding up without it? Roll 2d6 plus, what should we make him roll? Because this is like checking on his condition. And I have a few ideas about what sorts of like things I could give him. Wisdom. Yes, his previous love letter was pretty much the same thing, right? This is him dissolving. I don't want it to be necessarily his like best stat. No, and it's got to be something between, I think con. Okay, so roll d6 plus con, and we got a list, right? So like your body, your spirit, and your mind, right? So like I think like I want a good one and 2 bad ones or something. Yeah, this is the thing that he started to dissolve before, right? So it's like slightly higher DC for his spells. People didn't notice that he didn't have soul. So I think like your body has become strangely like tough. I want like resilient. Like you have advantage on all con saves, or like you have resistance to non-magical bludgeoning, slashing, and piercing. Something like that. Yeah, right? Like, what do you think is more fun? I kind of like the resistance to non-magical bludgeoning, slashing, and piercing. Like your body is just like tough. Yeah, some kind of resistance. I don't want it to be like resistance to necromancy. I want it to be like, yeah, something like that. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think something like non-magical weapons. I think that's fine. You have resistance to non-magical slashing, bludgeoning, and piercing damage. Right? So this is just his body becoming like old and weird, and like zombie-like in the sense that he's tough and numb. Right? The other two, basically the idea here is on a 6 minus, lament what could have been. None of these are true. Because the idea here is on a 7 to 9, on a 7 to 9, pick 2. Basically, I want them to be 2 bad ones and a good one. So if he takes the good one, he has to take a bad one. So like, the idea here is like you resist your spirit is dissolving, your mind is going, like these things, but one is a benefit. So like if he takes the benefit, one of the bad ones has to be true too. So like you have to pick 2 on a 10 plus, pick 1. You only have to pick 1, maybe all 3. So no matter what, he'll get, if he fails all 3, his body becomes strangely numb. Yeah, okay. So maybe we give him this no matter what, and then pick 2 on a 10 plus, only 1. If you roll a 6 or less, all 3 are true. Right, because this way, if he gets a 7 and 9, he has to pick one of the 2 bad ones. And if he gets a 10 or better, he can just choose the numbness. Yeah. Okay, that works. That's good. Because it forces a good choice. If he fails, all these things are true. So I think that the effects of not having a soul, we already have seen, like, we've seen that he's sort of invisible to some entities. We've seen like that his spells are like different. Yeah. Okay. So your body, your mind. So your mind is something about it like, and I don't want it just to be like a shitty, like mechanical thing. Yeah, average roll is 9, exactly. I want to give him like some kind of like role playing like thing. Here we go. Your mind is becoming distant and strange. Your humanity flagging. You have disadvantage on all persuasion. That's what the spell is called. Just like give him disadvantage on persuasion rolls. Like he just can't, like, he can't attach to people. He's just becoming strange and weird. Yeah, your humanity is flagging. You have disadvantage on all persuasion rolls. And then something about like, yeah, his connection to his connection to the fountain. Yeah. Persuasion, yeah, and insight rolls. That's a good point. Okay. Your spirit or your connection to the fountain. And I don't want to like take away the stuff that makes his class and his character fun. Yeah, when he fails, he rolls a con check when he rests. And this, honestly, this is a mechanical thing, but what I really want is to see like Ramus just getting weird and distant, right? So your connection to the fountain. Yeah, like I want there to be something about like giving him like a necromancy spells or something. Like, yeah. Oh, here we go. Your connection to the fountain is corrupted. Whenever you cast a spell with a damage type, roll a DC 10. Let's call it like a DC 14, like wisdom save, or the damage type becomes necrotic. It's a lot to remember, but I think he can do it. I like that. That idea that like he's trying to cast a fire spell or something, but instead it comes out like necrotic. And if he fails the save. Yeah. So the water the flow is corrupted. And so he's gonna have to pick. If he gets a 7 and 9, he has to pick between all three of these. Yeah. If he picks two bad ones, I mean, that's his call, right? Like, I don't care. I get weird, and my spells are necrotic. Yeah. No, because healing spells don't have a type. These just, if you deal a damage that's force, it might become necrotic. Yeah, it's not supposed to be bad. It's just supposed to be, it's out of his control. Which could be bad if you're fighting undead, for example. He knows what's up. He knows that they're going to have to deal with like zombies and shit. Yeah, he knows. So there you go. Okay. So the water to the fountain is becoming, yeah, your fountain's waters are becoming cloudy and corrupt. And, now you might cast necrotic spells. Okay, cool. So that's Ramus's love letter. Yeah, and he's wise. DC 14, he's only going to blow it if it's like a really bad. Yeah, he's only going to blow it if it's like a really bad roll. So, okay, Berg. Let's see. Welcome home, Berg. The Court of Swords, where you suffered in prison and under the lash. Where you were a slave, then a criminal. Things have changed in the last decade or so. As you'll find. You've changed too. The blessings of heaven. The blessings of heaven are upon you. So this is going to be like for Berg, I think they're mostly just going to be good things. Like, you get one good thing. You get, like, one good thing or two good things, or all three are good. Yeah, they're all nice. They're all just like... And then Dan is going to be like, what the fuck, man? Mine were shit. And Berg just gets nice things. I'm going to say for Berg, oh, hammer of heaven. Welcome home, Berg. The Court of Swords, where you suffered in prison and under the lash, where you were a slave... and then a criminal. Things have changed in the last decade or so, as you'll find. You've changed too. The blessings of heaven are upon you. Let us see how they are made manifest. Roll 2d6 plus charisma. On a 7 and 9, choose 2. On a 10 plus, all 3. If you miss, well... Heaven loves its servants. Take 1 for the road. There we go. Okay. All right. So, Berg, yeah, it's -2, but it's like, well, you get 1 anyway, so it's fine. We know you're terrible at this. Okay, so let's see. Here we go. This is a good one. Oop, I don't want to open a file. You have the Agency of Divine Insurance has issued you an extra death save. You have 4 now. Use them in good health. What else? I mean, they could take them away, right? Let's see. All those who look upon you know that they see someone who is blessed. You gain advantage on all persuasion checks. Let's see. Checks against anyone who is pious. And then let's see, what else should we do here? Yeah, I should say an extra failed death save. We have 4 now. Use them in good health. There you go. And then I don't want to do bonus damage. That's not fun. But some kind of like fighty thing. Oh, I know. This will be easy. Your swings are true, and your arm is strong. Take a permanent +1 to attack and damage rolls based on strength. Like, fuck it. There, heaven loves you. Pick one. So he's just like a little bit better at hitting and dealing damage. Now, I'm not going to give him 2 more strength. That's not him. It's outside. It's outside of him. Yeah, it's on the soft side on purpose. It's just like a little nudge. And now Berg has to pick. If he rolls, he'll have to pick 2 of these. But otherwise, I will just say like, oh, heaven still loves you. Just take one. Because what'll happen here is I will tell him to roll. Here's the pageantry of this horse shit, right? So I will say, okay, roll 2d6 and add your charisma. And he'll be like, oh man, this sucks. He'll roll. If he fails, he'll be like, cool, what bad thing happens to me? And I'll just be like, don't worry about it. Just take one anyway. It's fine. And I'll do this after, and I'm hoping that Ramus rolls really bad. So the Ramus gets these like weird, complicated ones. And then Berg is like, oh, I failed. And I'm like, don't worry, buddy. You can just have one for free. Just take a freebie. So for Maharib and for Zeke's character, I need to do these ones later once I have them like squared away a little bit. But that's the plan. Okay, cool. So now I need to figure out, here we go. TBD after character stuff tomorrow. And then Zeke also TBD after charge in. Okay. So now I need basically like episode, right? Episode 93, right? What are we doing? What the F is going on in episode 93? Because this is all, I'm actually here. Hold on. I'm going to make a new document. I make a separate doc for episode 93 prep itself. Let's go. 1 second here, everybody. Because I want to have these as 2 separate documents. Okay, episode 93. All right, here we go. So episode 93 and forward. We gotta set up like an inciting event. Like where do we start? What do we see? So where? The Golden Road at the entrance to the Court of Swords, amidst a combination of Court of Coins, soldiers, and functionaries, and a whole bunch of very scared, traumatized river land. I never figured out how I want to spell this. It's not Riverlands. It's not Riverlands. It's something. Traumatized. I'm just gonna say Court of Swords peasants. So this is kind of where it's the first episode's gonna take place. Kind of like what's going on. Like we need to orchestrate Ramus and Zeke, JP's characters meeting up or establishing their existing relationship. Tarot reading or enjoy curses, right? Important. Forming a new group. Let's see. What else? What else do we need to do? We need to like establish the themes early on. So as we talked about before, our themes of like establishing the three-wheeled wagon, that nothing is a given, that this is a period of change and of reaping what you sow. What is this? No, there we go. I thought I spelled it right the first time. Yeah, so like establishing some stuff about the sort of themes of the next arc early on. So like a scene or two using NPCs, scenes, etc. Okay. So so what scenes will I need without like going too far into planning? I'm going to need a like general introduction to the scene and whatever. So like the chaos of the passing, how many people there are, sickness, disease, injury, and fear. Okay. And then I want to talk to, yeah, I mean, introduction. Yeah, right. Like introduce via hearsay or conversation or a victim or even a proselytizer. Can I spell it right? Of the Necromancer King. The key antagonist of the arc, who, of course, because this is my game, maybe he won't be, right? Okay, and then so introduction of the characters, but we need a problem, right? Like problem to solve. Kicker. You're not allowed to cross the border. You don't have the legal right to cross the border, first of all. Plus, you're both former criminals. Plus, the graft and corruption of officials on all sides. Right? The challenge is, like, how do we get into the Court of Swords? Right? So that's the solution, and I'll improvise around how they want to solve it. But this is the big problem: is like you have to get there, but how? How do you get in there? Yeah. So I think that's the plan. So let's talk about like allies and enemies, right? So like a friend might be like a someone willing to smuggle them across the border for a price and at great risk. A corrupt official looking for a bribe. A priest who is only there to help. Someone who is trying to... Oh, I think there needs to be there could be like an attack, right? So by someone loyal to the Necromancer King. Basically like a suicide bombing of undead that rise up and have to be dealt with. Okay, priest is only there to help the poor folks. Yeah. Let's see. Someone who wants to use them to their own advantage, right? Like a false friend. But basically, everybody here wants to get into the Court of Coins, or like make it their own way, right? Like, yeah. Yeah, okay. I want there to be, yeah, like, and I think if we need this is the big inciting, like the bang, right? This is the problem. I will let them faff around to try to figure it, but at some point in the episode, this will happen. This kind of bang will occur. And then they're going to need to, they'll be directly threatened by that, right? Like PCs or their allies, chances to cross, something they value, directly threatened. Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, I like that. I think that's fine. Yeah, and the bang can occur right before the break. Totally. Yeah. Would it help convince the Court of Coins the problem is real? I mean, the Court of Coins doesn't care. That's the thing. The Court of Coins doesn't care if the problem is real or not. Like, they just don't want to have to deal with their neighbors to the south. They're just like, I don't know, whatever. You're just making it up. So forget you. Like, this is not a thing. Like, great. Oh, there were undead, I'm sure. Like, okay. Yeah. So basically, like, the whole thing here is I'm just setting the scene of, like, introduction to the characters. I also want to show the kind of banal terror of wartime bureaucracy. The inhumanity of man. The suffering of those without power under those with it, etc. Right? Like this cruelty of those who have power. Yeah. Okay. So, I guess I need some kind of, like, I need a map and some other bullshit for this. So let's pop over and make something. I guess here I can put these away. Archive. All right. So, like, it would be like a crowded, like, tent city kind of thing. So I need lots of, like, tents and, like, a military blockade. No, you didn't get a spoiler on name. We know Maharib is his name. We were talking about it earlier. Yeah, like, it's like a fenced in, like, camp. So I don't know. Yeah. Military, like, refugee camp is going to have a hard time coming out. What should I even look for? Like, it's a blockade, right? So, like, I guess, like, it's like a grassland or like a muddy, like almost like a battlefield to begin with, and then a road that's blocked off. Yeah. So maybe if I look for, like, road and then we ruin it. Yeah, let's do that. Let's look for, like, a road map, and then I'll put some tents down. And why have they said people going in? Because it's a checkpoint in both directions. it's because bureaucracy, because that's the law. They're like, we don't want people coming in. We don't trust them. Also because like pirates and brigands keep showing up, right? Like that's the fucking problem, is that it's not just the Necromancer King. It's like people coming from the Court of Coins who are like, yo, I hear your kingdom is all fucked up. We're going to come and rob some people and we're going to get some money out of this deal. And then we're going to run home. Right. So they're like, no, you can't come in either, because you're just going to come here and like kill and murder and then take the things that we have and leave with them. So like the Court of Swords is all kinds of fucked up right now. They have lots and lots of problems, which we talked about earlier. So let's find like a road. Yeah. Like maybe, what does this swamp road look like? Yeah, it turns out when things are bad, you want to blame other people for them. Swampy. Okay, well, let's see what else we got. Forest is too nice. It's like a rural block with like towns. I don't really want that. This is all winter stuff. Bandits Roadblock. What does that look like? Hang on. Bandits Roadblock. Yeah, carpetbaggers of the Court of Coins. Exactly. It's so foresty, though. We could do like a log bridge crossing. It's also kind of foresty. I mean, I'm never going to find exactly what I want. That might be good. That might be good. I know, it needs more swampy. Ooh, Japanese bridge. Empty junctions, bunch of dungeon road shit, deserts, which I am so sick of. Brick roads. Okay, random map trails. These are good, but not what I want. Let's see. Seriously, I don't need to. If I have to place another map, I'm not into it. Yeah, there's a lot of these like forests, which are cool, but not quite what I'm after. Oh, cool. Just like modern paved roads. That'll work great. And this doesn't have to represent the whole thing. This is just like a thing we zoom in on. Little village map. That's nice. Roads. Take me home. Tarmac. Good. Yeah, an airplane just comes in there and lands on them. Got a bunch of forest. Yeah, I think we just use this one. We decorate the shit out of it. Yeah, okay. I don't want to spend like way too long. Let's put, I wonder if I can put like a guard tower on here. How wide do we want this river to be, right? 35 feet? Bigger? Smaller? It's Berg and Ramus going through airport security, yeah. Yeah, let's make it bigger. Yeah, this is a place where the golden road crosses this. Like the Court of Swords is, or the Court of Coins is on the north, and the Court of Swords is on the south. This river is part of the delineating boundary between the two. Like this is a main crossing. This is like trying to take the highway. So yeah, it's a fast flowing river. Let's double the size of this map. That'll make it about 70 feet. And we'll like hook some guard towers on both sides. And yeah, we'll do the thing. Okay, hang on. I need to change the background to a darker color because I can't fucking see it. There we go. So big. So freaking big. Okay, go to the map layer. Holy shit. All right, that's great. So that means the bridge is 15, 20 feet across. Good. And then 60 feet. Yeah, 60 feet across the river. I think that's fine. 65, 70 feet in some places. Obviously, this little shore area would be guarded. So you can't just like swim across. Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Okay. So now I need a tower, like a guard towers to place on either side. I wish there was a version of this map without any of the trees, but look, it's a guard tower. Let's find a little like, yeah, here we go. Wooden towers. Perfect. Okay. Let me get a couple of these guys. You can just like buff them out. I mean, I think so. Yeah, here you go. There's our guard tower. All right. So there's like a tower right there. I should be doing this on the map layer. And these is like have archers in them, and these are the like, don't you dare try to cross over, shoot you on the bridge. And then there's like other, I wonder if I can find like a different, oh yeah. Cool. Okay, so let's put some of these, like these are open topped like towers, and I think I'm gonna put these ones, we'll put some more archers on. This is fun. I like this. This is cool. Okay, and then we'll put another one slightly further up. Look up here. Throw some archers on there. Nice. Okay, and now I need some tents on the south side. This is just like riddled with tents, because you know. It's gonna be the guy from Papers, Please. Yeah. All right. Why? I looked for tent. Why is this here? Let's see. I need some top down. I'll just grab like a bunch of different tents and we can place them and then make them resize later. A jousting tent. Yeah, here we go. Tent basic open. Tent basic yellow. I guess here that doesn't show up very well. Let's use ripped tent. I wonder if I can grab like if there's shacks too. They've probably like been around long enough. There's some shacks. Yeah. It's like becoming its own little city. I'm gonna look for shack. Yeah, and then we'll do like carts and stuff. I'll throw some goats around. It's gonna be a whole thing. Yeah. Like, yeah, keep the lane clear, and people are like, I don't want to. Let's do a couple more of these. Yeah, random like bedrolls and shit too. Yeah, totally. And this is just like a tiny fraction, right? This is a zoomed in version of kind of what we've already, a crab shack, of what we've already seen. I want top down shacks only. Oh, torture table. Great. And on the Court of Coins side, they built like a barracks, probably like a little, yeah, there's like a barracks building over here, to keep their like soldiers and shit in to keep people from crossing. They're house-sized tents. Yeah, they're big. They're totally big. Like this is a village. I mean, they're like, I don't know. They're like 10 feet long. 13, 15. These are reasonable. Yeah, I think those are fine. Okay. Good. Great. Shacks, tents, what have you. So I need some wagons now. Throw around. Burned wagon, wrecked wagon. Here we go. Wagons. Nope. Okay, so we'll just have some like wagon carts out here. There's probably some people sleeping in there. No, the refugee camp here is for going, they're trying to get out. This is the court. This is the court up here. This is the Court of Coins. This is where good things are. This is freedom and safety. And this is all terrifying undead, and we're running. We're running north. We're trying to get the fuck out of here. And they're all camping here because you can't cross the bridge because this is the court of place where everyone is rich and things are good. And this is the court of, well, where's your big army now, you jackasses? So yeah, let me throw a couple more of these wagons in here. Yeah, there we go. A little wagon. Oh, the PCs? Yeah, the PCs are coming this way. Ah, God, the earth. Yeah, the PCs are coming this way. Yeah, they're trying to get into the bad neighborhood. Yeah, so they're pushing against the crowd, basically. And I think that'll be interesting. I think it'll be a fun like little conundrum. So let's check some of these. And make this like a bigger animal. Nope. There we go. Moo, moo. I want to cross the bridge. Moo. Okay. And then like, yeah, barricade. Now they wouldn't barricade the whole bridge, but they would set up like wooden barricades kind of like alternating. Yeah, here we go. So like, check it out. They would do probably like this so that you have to like go through them like that, right? So you have to wind around them to get across. Yeah. Yeah, it's a big ox. Yep. Huge ass ox. He's like 11 feet long. He's a big boy. Yeah, so you have to pathway through it to get across. Yeah, I like it. Okay. Big spiky barricades. Alrighty. So now I need a bunch of miscellaneous guards. Do I already have... Who was I think I have art for a guard. No. Okay, we'll just use some shitty guards. They should not be on the map level. And then just fucking so many peasants. And I'll probably trigger the event once they successfully cross. Someone will be there to... Yeah, and there's just civilians everywhere. And when people die, they like come back as zombies. It's going to be a whole thing. Did I not drag that guy over? Sometimes my Roll20 is like slow because I have so much in my library that things are on a bit of a delay. Okay, so let me see. There would probably be like stat wise, there'd probably be like some knights or whatever. Ghost Knight, Death Knight. Cool. An Orzhov Syndicate character. Yeah, here we go. Okay, so like a couple of like commanders. And these guys are over on this side, and they're like, you can't come across. And then like some veterans. Oh yeah, dogs for sure. Hell yes. Yeah, and I'll just use wolves for those. And yeah, I should take off this guy's nameplate. Okay, soldier. There we go. Monsters, soldier. Okay, check it out. Comes straight from Ravnica. Soldiers. We also need guards. I'm not looking for specific monsters. No, I'm just pulling up like human nobodies. Yeah, Boros soldier. Yeah, okay, that's cool. What else do we need? We need yeah, wolf, right? We need some dogs. Werewolves. Okay. All right. So, let's put on this side probably not a lot of guards, like fairly few. Yeah, that's a good call, like a priest. I'm just looking for things that I need. I just need like monsters essentially. I'm actually gonna use war priest because this is a military checkpoint. And then some kind of like spellcaster, like mage. Yeah, scouts in the tower. The thing is, I don't want to have to roll for like all of this horse shit, right? Like, they're not going to be fighting everybody. It'll mostly just be chaos breaks out. I'm just randomly I'm grabbing some stuff to put on the board to kind of fill the map. So did my mage not drag? Do it. Get out there. Okay, and then I need scouts. I wonder why that mage wasn't dragging out properly. Okay, so up in the tower, scouts are my like archer type of dudes. They're like in these areas. I guess I can hide them. There you go, because they're inside. And then that one we can see because it's an open thing. I'm gonna take some veterans. Oh, there's my mage. Okay. Where's my veteran? He's a veteran? Okay. There's like a cadre of veteranos in here. Obviously, like, what'll happen is the well-protected side won't have a problem. There'll be a terrible undead breakout here, and everyone will be, it'll be impossible to push over the bridge to come and help, and there'll be all kinds of, like, murder and killing and scary shit happening here. So yeah, that's the plan. Okay, so there are soldiers on the bridge. Whoop. Yeah, and I think maybe there's 2 scouts up here. There's some soldiers with dogs on the bridge, so I'm going to copy and paste those. And here they'd be like behind. Like that. Yeah, so there's some stationed like yo. And then the like dude in charge over here. This other tower will have some more. Boop. Boop. Yep, so there's the commander guy. There's a mage. Let's do 1 more mage just for kicks. And then the war priest. This is the little like command unit. And they're like around. And then let's just dot the landscape. Fuck guards. Guards are stupid. Let's dot the landscape with soldiers. Oh, there's another mage. Yeah, that's good. Okay. Maybe 1 of the veterans out here. And like 3 more soldiers in the barracks. These are just things I can draw on if I need them later. Better to have them. On this side, I think like on the Court of Coins side, there's like far fewer. Like there's a dignitary or something, like a noble, a bureaucrat. He's trying to like deal with people coming across from the other side. And he has to keep telling them like, it's not my fault. They just won't let you across. He's having a rough day. This guy's paying for crimes from a past life. And I think, yeah, he's got... Yeah. Okay. So what I'm going to need is... Oops. I'm going to need a bunch of commoners. So just like a shit ton of commoners. And then I'm going to need... I'm going to need to figure out the undead threat. Right? So there's some commoners arguing with this guy. Let us in, you fucking jerks. And then there's like commoners everywhere. I need some campfires too, I think. Yeah, these are all soon to be zombies, right? Some kind of like zombifying force. High pressure environment plus zombies. So many commoners. They're everywhere. Okay, there we go. No, they don't have dogs. They have goats. Obviously. They've brought their livestock. Goats. All kinds of goats. So many goats. Okay. And then... Yeah, let's switch over to the GM layer. And let's prepare our... our horrific undead mo's. What do we want? What's a fun... Hold on, I have an idea. I have another tab I need to open. Okay, here we go. Let's reset all the filters here. What do we got? 4 level 10 characters. Let's see what is fun. Let's see here. Any type. Undead. Yeah, here, we'll just have Sararak in his lair. Wow, really? That's such a huge jump. What are my sources? Oh, just the monster manual. Okay. Official Wizards of the Coast, because I have access to all that stuff. There we go. Okay. Vladimir Horngard. Tyrannosaurus zombie. Oh, Nergaloth Blade Lord. No, that's right. I only have 3. You're right. Bloop. Okay. Wraiths seem cool. Oh, I also have that Kobold Press stuff. Yeah, I should set that too. Where is it? Tomb of Foes? Tomb of Beasts. That's what it's called. Whites? Some level drain. Wraiths. Straight up some ghosts. Well, let's start with some wraiths. I like that 3 wraiths is just instantly fuck this difficulty, whatever. Okay, so let's do a couple of wraiths. So let's do that. Wraiths, glorious wraiths. So let's dump a couple of these guys. So we'll put them here and there. Okay. Yeah, I went down to 3 level 10s because there's only 3. Yep, you're right. Okay. And then I need what else should we do? I mean zombies, obviously, right? Nihilethic zombies? Ogre zombies? No, just so lots of zombies. Yeah, tons of fucking zombies. Now they can turn undead on them if they want, but yeah, lots of Zambonis and greater Zambonis. Okay. So let's just do like, I don't know, like 50 goddamn zombies. And I think what happens is just like somebody opens a portal and the undead just like spill out of it and start fucking attacking people. Yeah. No, he does the slimy undead thing, but not all the time, right? Okay, yeah, sleeper agent among the refugees, exactly. And then I need one person to be like the boss guy who summons all of this horrible shit. Is there like a necromancer monster? Yeah, there is. What does a necromancer look like? Wow, he's cool. Let's look at the stat block. CR9, that's pretty significant. They got backup. Circle of Death, Cloud Kill. What is it? Death Lock, somebody was saying? Blah. Oh, Warlock. Oh, interesting. Okay, what are they? What's this, CR4? Oh, that's a little more reasonable. Arms of Hadar. Yeah. Oh, people are going to run. Yeah, it's a lot of screaming and dying. Yeah. Yeah, maybe a Deathlock. Someone who reveals themselves to be like a servant of the... Yeah, let's do that. Let's do one of those bad boys. Rad. Cool. The Deathlock Mastermind is like a tougher version. Let's see. What's the CR on this guy? Oh, CR8. That might be better. Ooh, turn resistance. I fucking love turn resistance. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do one of those. Plorp. Yeah, 3 whites, a shit ton of zombies. 2 whites, actually. Let's do one more. And then a shit ton of zombies. Cool. All right. So many objects. And obviously part of it will be like a clear and obvious like horrible thing is happening over here. And I will make a real clear effort to be like, yo, these guys, the soldiers are like, we have to help. And the commander is like, hold. Let them deal with this. Yeah, and the zombies like kill a bunch of people and like it goes horribly. And I don't think the servants of the Necromancer King or whatever we end up calling him, he doesn't want to like storm the court. He just wants to kill everybody and then back away, right? Just be like, bye. Right? Like he's not, yeah. They just turn around and walk away. Yeah. They don't care. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, cool. I mean, chat, like, they can't really go, like, around, right? The point will be that the river is deep, but I'm not going to try to, like, their goal here is to go past these guys, and there's no clear way into the court. Yeah, he's just building his army, right? Yeah. Cool. Okay, this is fine. This is a good like scene. It's helped me kind of understand what the general vicinity looks like. This is going to be battle at the bridge. Okay. Yeah, no Berg, so they gotta figure it out. I mean, if they hide and just watch while everybody gets massacred, that's cool. I don't think I need to embellish it too much more. It's already going to be really crowded, so we'll leave it at that. Good. Okay, well, I think I'm good. I think I'm set for that. Let me make a quick note. So like, complicating situation. Where is the kicker? This like the bang. Here it is. Okay. So the bang is a servant of the Necromancer King, hidden among the hopeful refugees, unleashes the plague of foot soldier corpses to add to the army and to show off to the Court of Coins. He's there to murder and raise the dead and then to leave. Cool. Okay, that's his plan. Got it. Done. Ready. So now I just need to make sure Zeke has a character. Check in on JP's character in terms of like goals and stuff. And write those last 2 love letters for those characters. So I need their introductions. I need to understand them a little better before I can do that. Nice. Cool. That's it. I'm prepped. Like 90%. We'll do the next 10 tomorrow. So tomorrow, if you want to catch it live, we are going to make Zeke's character on his channel, I believe at noon PST tomorrow. Yeah, 12 o'clock PST tomorrow, after Hot for Teacher, and then before Court of Swords. So that will be the thing. I hope you will attend. Otherwise, it'll be a big surprise what Zeke plays. Cool. That's it. That's it for me. I'm done. We are ready. We're ready to begin the arc. And then after this, we'll probably do another prep stream. Once they actually get into the court, we'll do another shorter one where I have a better idea of their goals and I can kind of build up towards those. So, yeah. Awesome. Well, thanks for coming, everybody. If you missed any of this, obviously the VODs are available for subs. And you can watch the VOD on YouTube. I'll try to publish it on YouTube like around the episode. There's obviously no time to watch it between now and the episode starts, but we'll do it after the next episode. Yeah. And yeah, I'll host Zeke's character creation right here. All right. Rad. Well, I think that's it for me. Thanks for coming, everybody. We will see you next time. Yeah. All right. Bye.